We scroll on phones powered by chips we rarely think about, search on platforms run by invisible servers, and ride in vehicles managed by millions of lines of code. We are highly active consumers of the future. But are we actually owning a piece of it? Here is the painful truth. Black Americans are massive drivers of modern tech culture. We set the trends, create the viral moments, and generate the daily traffic. Yet the real wealth created by all that attention flows straight up to the people who build and own the underlying systems. That wealth gap is the direct result of systemic exclusion. Historical practices like redlining and discriminatory lending, clearly visible on map data like this, actively blocked early generations from accumulating real estate and business capital. This chart shows the modern consequence of that history. Look at the stark difference in median household net worth. Roughly $284,000 for white households compared to just $44,000 for black households. When examining stock market exposure, the disparity persists, $20,000 versus $5,000. If we only buy the products and never hold the equity, we actively fund an economic expansion that exclusively enriches others. Generative AI, autonomous robotics, and orbital infrastructure are currently driving a foundational structural realignment of the global economy. This shift is creating a new environment where capital ownership is the primary mechanism for wealth accumulation. To capture the upside of this expansion, we have to change our position on the board. We must transition from being net consumers of technology to becoming fractional owners of the 5 specific entities building the architecture of the new world. This framework evaluates 5 specific entities, Tesla, Alphabet, Nvidia, SpaceX, and Anthropic, to determine if they have become the infrastructure monopolies controlling the compute and connectivity pipelines for the next 2 decades. Start with Tesla. Most people evaluate it strictly as an auto manufacturer, but the underlying business is actually a vertically integrated network of physical artificial intelligence, robotics, and heavy energy storage. Every vehicle they sell operates as a rolling edge compute node, gathering millions of miles of real-world data to train an autonomous robotic brain. Building a physical network that massive requires a staggering manufacturing footprint and deep vertical integration. Then there is Alphabet, better known as Google. Google operates as the default plumbing and the ultimate toll booth of the internet. Every time we search for an answer or stream a video, they extract value from global attention. Google Search brings in roughly $615 million every single day. They take that cash river and deploy it to secure dominance in custom silicon, data centers, and the foundational AI models that will run future software. None of that artificial intelligence happens without the physical hardware to process it. That brings us to Nvidia, the compute backbone of this entire era. During a gold rush, the guaranteed winners are the people selling the picks and shovels. Regardless of which software corporation builds the smartest large language model, they all must buy Nvidia's proprietary hardware to compete. Tesla, Google, and Nvidia form the physical, digital, and compute baseline of tomorrow's economy. They are all publicly traded right now, meaning you can open a brokerage account and buy equity in them today. The final 2 companies on this list are currently private. Regular investors cannot easily click and buy them yet. That makes them crucial to study right now, so you are ready to move the moment the gates open to retail investors. Take SpaceX. People often dismiss it as a vanity project to colonize Mars. The financial reality is that SpaceX operates a highly lucrative monopoly in orbital telecommunications and national defense logistics. By achieving full rocket reusability, they launch massive payloads into low Earth orbit faster and cheaper than legacy aerospace contractors can physically match. Finally, there is Anthropic. While competitors capture headlines with consumer-facing chatbots, Anthropic has positioned itself as the hyper-secure intelligence engine for the enterprise sector. As this diagram illustrates, their focus on architectural safety works. 8 of the top 10 Fortune 100 companies are already plugged directly into Anthropic's infrastructure to secure their internal code and automate complex workflows. Tracking these 2 private titans ensures you are positioned to act. When their IPOs happen and retail allocations become available, you won't be left on the sidelines watching the growth occur without you. The primary barrier keeping everyday people out of the market is the belief that building a tech portfolio requires thousands of dollars in upfront capital. That barrier has been erased by fractional investing. You no longer need to buy whole shares of these megacorporations. Modern brokerages allow you to purchase exact mathematical slices with whatever capital you have available. The strategy is simple to automate. Open a low-cost brokerage app, link your checking account, and schedule a transfer of $25 to $100 every single week on payday. This ensures the capital is deployed before it can be spent on consumption. Prices inevitably swing wildly. By setting a fixed weekly purchase, dollar cost averaging, you remove panic entirely. When prices drop, your $25 automatically acquires a larger fraction. Instead of fearing a correction, you accumulate a stable block of equity. This tech-driven future is already being built. The machines, the algorithms, and the orbital networks are here. You can spend the rest of your life paying to rent them, or you can take the steps today to finally hold the deed.